I'm going to be using this little data set here to show two different ways to eliminate errors from your formulas, whether it's a divide by zero error or not applicable. But we're going to use both the if error function to get rid of these errors, and we're also going to use the find and select function to get rid of errors. The example we're using here is we have various states with sales figures in each one of these states, and we have sales reps for each of these states except for Indiana and West Virginia. Perhaps they split time in various states, or maybe for whatever reason they're just not represented with an actual rep and they're getting sales through another means. So when you're dividing to find sales dollars per rep, you're effectively dividing by zero, which you can't do obviously. So if we know that this is going to happen within our data, we can simply encapsulate whatever formula we have, however complicated, and we simply start with if error, and then open the parentheses around however big this formula is, and then that will become the value. And then if there's an error, we want it to produce, it can be anything, it can be a number or it can be text. So let's say the reason that they're dividing by zero is because these are actually shared region sales reps. And we can go ahead and close that, and nothing happens here because there's no error. But if we drag it down, we see that shared region sales reps comes up. Or perhaps we just want it to be a number. We can go in here and put 0, say, and so now all the text should turn to 0, which we see it does. Now the other option to eliminating these divide by zeros or errors is you go to find and select, and you go to special. And you'll see this little radio button by formulas, and you're going to deselect everything but errors, and you're going to hit OK, and you're going to see it highlights the first error and then makes everything else below it blue that it's an error. And we can effectively make this whatever we want it to be. So let's say we want it to be 0, and then if we hit and hold Control while we hit Enter, it will make everything below that that's also an error that same amount. Likewise, this can also be text and doesn't have to be a number, but in the case of this option, you don't have to put quotes around it. Let's say shared rep region, press and hold Control and hit Enter, and you see that it automatically fills Indiana to say the same thing. So here are two ways of eliminating errors within your formulas. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this helps.